Hello everyone, it's Dennis here from the University Critical Skills program with a quick tutorial on how to make a content edit on Wikipedia. This is the Wikipedia page for an 11th century Irish king called Donogh Mac Bhríon, Donogh, son of Brian. I've taken a look through the page and it doesn't look like it's actually that high quality, so I think it probably needs a little improvement. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the View History section and I'm going to take a look at the Talk section and see whether there has been much activity on this page. So beginning with View History, I noticed that there have actually been very few edits recently. Only 2 this year, 2 last year. So this is a very unvisited and unedited page. If I click on the Talk section, likewise, I'll notice that there is very little in the talk category. Last time anybody put anything in was in 2016. There doesn't seem to be any live discussion on this page. It's a shame that there's no discussion here that we can enter in, get some feedback from other editors, but that shouldn't deter us from actually engaging with the page itself. So, in the article, I'm going to add some content, and namely the content I thought I'd add was a little bit about Donogh's birth, because unusually for a page, a biography page, there's no actual information about his birth here, so I think maybe that needs to be added. Now, I'm not going to dive in and start adding content straight away. Instead, what I did was I went and did a little bit of research about his life and tried to find some information on his birth. So, as you can see here in this Word document, I've already written up the edit that I want to make in the Wikipedia article. So, I wrote here, Donogh was the son of Brian, king of Munster, and his wife Gormla, daughter of Murchad, king of Leinster. His year of birth is unknown, but a date in the 980s is likely, as it would accord with the political policy of his father at the time, and mean that Donogh was old enough to be militarily active in the 1010s when he first appears in historical records. So this is the text that I want to add. The reference, where I got the information from, is a book by Sean Duffy called Brian Boru and the Battle of Clontarf. Sean Duffy is Professor of Medieval History in Trinity College Dublin, so I think this is a fairly sound source to use. The information was on page 101, and the serial number of the book is right here. All this information I got from the library catalogue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a quick spell check of the text I want to enter into the Wikipedia article, because I don't want to be entering sloppy text. I want to make a good quality edit. So I'm going to click Review up here, and I'm going to click Spelling and Grammar. I've highlighted the text I want to check. I click Spelling and Grammar, and Microsoft Office doesn't find any problems with the spelling, so I'm happy that's the text I'm going to enter into the Wikipedia page. So I'll go back to my Wikipedia page, and it's time now to enter the text. I've already logged into Wikipedia using my account, and now I'm going to click Edit Source. So what you see here is a text editor using code, and that's something I'm not familiar with and something I'm not comfortable using, so I'm going to take the easy way out, and I'm going to go to the visual editor. So you can see over here in the top right hand corner there's a little picture of a pen, switch editor, if you see the highlight, and then I'm going to click visual editing. What this means is I can now edit as it would look in the page. So it tells me I switched to visual editor, which as you can see is going to be a hell of a lot more simple. So where do I want to put the text? Well, I think I'll put his birth at the beginning of his life. Makes sense. So here I've clicked and you can see the cursor is flashing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my text from my document, I'm going to right click, copy, and I'm going to paste it in here. And I'll click paste, and there's my text. So my text on the edit has now been inserted. Very simple. But I need to reference the text. I'm making a claim, I need to back it up from a reputable source. I have my source, Sean Duffy's book, and that's what I'll do now. I'll insert a reference to the source. So, right here, after the full stop, I'm going to insert the citation. So I go up here to click Cite next to the quotation marks, and what this does now is it offers me an option for inserting a citation, and I'm going to click Manual, and I'm going to insert a book because I'm taking the information from a book. And now a pop-up window allows me to enter information on the book that I'm taking the information from. So the title of the book, first of all, you see here the title of the book is Brian Boru and the Battle of Clontarf. So I'm going to copy that in. The name, that's the author, Sean Duffy. So I'm going to copy that in. Last name, Duffy. First name, Sean. Publisher, so who published this book? Publisher was Gillen Macmillan. Year of publication. Year was 2014. Again, all this information I just generated out of the library catalog. And the serial number of the book. Again, just going to copy and paste this in. There we go. Now, pages cited. What page did I get the information from? I got it from page 101. The location of the publication, that means where was this published? It was published in Dublin. If you didn't know this, you could leave that out. It's not essential. And now I'm happy that this is the information I want to insert, and I'm going to click Insert. And there we go. My reference is now inserted. I've inserted my text. I've inserted my reference. You can see there little number 1, and that corresponds to the number 1 down here at the bottom for the references. Or it will, rather, when I save the reference. So I've inserted my text and I have included the reference. However, I haven't saved my changes yet. I need to save my changes in order to make this live. So I click Save Changes and I'm asked, what have I done? So I need to describe what I've done. Added information on Donnachaid's birth. And I think this is a reasonable edit, and I'm now allowed to review my changes. So I'll click Review Changes, and it shows me here how the text has differed from what has gone before and what is there now. I can return to the save form, I can resume editing, or I can save my changes as they are. But I'm happy with this one edit, so now I will click Save Changes. I'll click Save Changes. And now my edit was saved, as it said in the top of the screen there, and this is now live on Wikipedia. My text has been added, and down at the bottom of the page, this number will correspond with the entry on Sean Duffy. And sure enough, there's my entry. And so, I have now added a piece of high quality content to a Wikipedia article and improved it overall. And it's as simple as that.